Try before we die, everybody. Welcome back to the Whiskey Review Show, where we don't know what we're drinking, but we'll tell you what we're thinking. Kevin, it's good to see you here.
It's good seeing you, Colin.
Yeah, we like to get right to it and find out what we're drinking, and then we'll chat a little bit about that bottle. It's a Whiskey Review Show, after all, everybody. Tonight, it's going to be bottle number... And it's like a 10-second wait. We ought to give it a little time for the...
Your random weight, random number.
The math to figure itself out.
Right.
Yeah, about now?
Yeah, now.
All right, boom. Bottle number 165. So that brings us to over there on the other side. Sometimes we call it the backside. We'll see everybody over there with bottle 165.
Try before we die with a bearded man and a British guy.
Backside, everybody, bottle 165. Well, we know we end at 148, 10 across, 158, 159, 60. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, we have ourselves a 15-year-old Highland Park in a beautiful ceramic bottle with just the runic etchings all over it. This is the Viking Heart, the 15-year-old. Now, Highland Park, let's see. What region are we? We're in the islands. Highland Park is the farthest northern distillery, just about a half-mile north of Scapa, on the Isle of Orkney. This is coming in at 44% ABV. We have some notes on the back. We'll take a look at the bar, but I can absolutely see complex and rich for this Highland Park release, this 15-year-old. Super excited. Just picked this up in November of 2022. We'll see everybody back at the bar. I don't know if you heard, Kevin, but we pulled an island region. We pulled a Highland Park.
I heard, and I'm a little bit excited.
Are you familiar with Highland Park at all?
I'm familiar with Highland Park. I've not had one.
I think my most recent bottle kill of a Highland Park was a few years ago, and it was a bottle of a dark origin, but not for the show. There is a bottle on the shelf, so hopefully we'll get to that. It was the 15-year-old Viking Heart, 44%. Why don't we get it opened, breathing, and talk a little bit about it? I love the bottle. It is.
I almost bought that same bottle because of the container and everything that came with it.
It is very classy. It's unique. I mean, it's the Highland Park bottle, but it's just different materials, right? And instead of the labeling with the runing, it's etched in. As always, we open these.
Ceramic, right? It's like a clay or...
Yeah. Oh. Echoey.
Easy.
Easy. It was easy.
That was very easy opening.
This is like a Snuffy Smith kind of bottle, right? I'm just like, look over the edge and just see that ceramic, if that's what it is.
Yeah, I think because it's the same color inside.
It's like an old moonshiny kind of, like, you know, you don't. Anyway. No gurgle.
They had a very deep pour sounding from it.
No lids. We're going to roll with no lids, everybody. So while that breathes, the good idea about the Glencairn glass is it will still trap our aromas. Complex and rich, Kevin. A wild harmony of toasted cinnamon, mellow peat smoke, warm vanilla sponge cake, sun-kissed lemon zest, fresh pineapple, and heather-rich honey. No added color. So this is 15 years. This is the coloration. This is the presentation. Oh, scan to learn more. Normally we'd pull out a book. These clever guys. This is a wonderfully rich and complex single malt, opening with rich and spicy aromas of creme brulee, heather honey, and crumbled cinnamon. Intensely fruity notes follow. Fresh pineapple. There's a hint of freshly baked sponge cake too. warm from the oven. And you'll find cinnamon again. Citrus and vanilla notes linger, and waves of peat smoke. Sherry seasoned European oak casks. American oak. Oh my gosh, both sherry seasoned European and sherry seasoned American oak. The distiller Gordon Motion, our master distiller, chose to bottle at 44% ABV to allow the whiskey's vibrant fruitiness and distinctive heathery peat smoke to shine through. Why a ceramic decanter? Rewind a century or two, and our whiskey would have been stored in earthenware vessels. Examples have been found at our distillery in Orkney. They specifically had Wade Ceramics create the bottle. Blah, blah, lead-free porcelain decanter, 100% food safe, glazed inside and out. We noticed that.
Saw that.
Yeah. Embossed with the lion and serpent design that appears on many of our glass bottles. Look closely at the back of the bottle and you'll find the heart motif that inspired the whiskey's name. Right there.
Yeah. Spin that around so we can...
Yeah, good call. Right there. And there's the little scan here. This is how we are at Highland Park. Wow. This is a pretty sophisticated presentation. Do you agree?
I agree.
Absolutely.
It's fun. It's the bottle makes a huge difference, I think.
Right. I think we may have done a WTF, or we'll do one on packaging and marketing. This is the deal, right? Nice job, Highland Park. I certainly hope what's in the glass lives up to the bottle itself. So, this bottle's only been here a short time. You were there when I bought it.
I almost bought one as well.
Yeah, for sure. All right, well, let's get after it. There you go, buddy. All right. So, natural color, 15 years in American and European sherry seasoned oak casks. To me, sherry seasoned is that it's not as much as it was a cask that held sherry for so many years. It's a seasoned cask. So they've sort of flavored the cask with the sherry and removed it out. I may be wrong, but I try to be right. Where are you landing on color, Kevin?
And you get some of that straw color. It's like a real dark straw.
Mm-hmm. I said something earlier, and I'm not sure if it was in this episode or if we were talking, but there's a little piece of a light copper in here too. For me at least, and the way the lighting is here. I hear you on the straw. I feel like it's a ruddy red. It's a very light, I feel like I have a light copper color. Nice pour today, huh?
That's good.
Yeah.
I'll hold it back. I like that.
Yeah. What was it? I'm just so excited about these notes, these pineapple and this creme brulee and this sponge cake and waves of peat smoke.
A couple other people do the ceramic bottle as well, too. You see a few here and there.
Yeah. I'm trying to, do we have any real handy examples? I know Glenfiddich's Winter Storm, I don't know if that was so ceramic, but it was that solid white bottle.
Yep.
Right. And I think the Bruichladdich, that blue bottle that they do, so that solid bottle color that you can't see any of the liquid.
Uskaba, the
Uskaba. Yep. Right. There's one right here.
Oh, clever.
This is that. Yeah. This is that old timey, right, where you would drink. Supposedly you're supposed to drink them like this, right? But it would be a big vessel where you can get your hand in it. Get your meat hook in there. Right. Yeah. The real deal. Okay, so we're in this sort of darker straw, copper color, right? It's not a light straw.
No, this is your amber waves of gray.
Yeah, amber, right? Yeah. All right. I mean, it's really a nice color for a 15-year-old natural, right?
That's right. And no color added.
Right, no E150A. It really is, it's very sheety. It's not legging. It's nice. All right. Well, I'm just excited to smell it. All right. So we didn't get that punch of the Trapped, right?
No.
But I do feel like I get some of that fruity flavor. It is not a punch at all. It for me. It's a very smooth nose.
Smooth and sweet.
Yeah, that fruitiness for
Yep.
me, right? Yeah.
Actually, that creme brulee.
Yeah, it's a little, and I don't know if it's the peat, that creme brulee, right, which can sometimes have that little burnt topping to it as well, right?
Mhm.
Is there just a little piece of something burnt in there? Maybe.
I'm trying to think of a lighter smell than cinnamon. There is a spice to that.
Yeah. I'm so hopeful that, for me, the Anak really delivered some pineapple flavor. So I'm really hoping to find some pineapple in here. And I think it will be palate only, but
What's that star fruit?
I guess I'm not familiar enough with starfruit to.
It's kind of like it's like a cross between like a kiwi and a
Right,
like a
I
pineapple.
can see it.
Yeah,
Right,
it's
right,
like a star, right?
right, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, right. Like a star, right? You pegged it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, shall we have a taste?
Let's have it.
All right. Cheers, mate. All right. The Highland Park 15-year-old ceramic bottle, Viking Heart.
Ooh,
Ah, that's good.
I should have bought that.
That's good. I felt like I picked up some pineapple in the front. I have the waves of the peat smoke for sure. It's not surfing waves of peat smoke. It's like at the seashore, just a leftover of the wave. It's just riding.
No, the fruit is completely lost on me. But what I do get is I get that absolute like creme brulee, that creaminess.
Right. The creaminess, yes, I agree.
So it's soft. It's it goes down real soft and smooth. Absolutely that creaminess, the vanilla, like a vanilla creme brulee with like cinnamon on top, freshly made. Somebody just pushed this over to you and said, "Here, eat this."
Right. I'm picking up, and they talked a little bit in their Scan Me Here code. Cinnamon happening a couple times. I am getting the cinnamon ending for sure. I'm getting that pineapple in their front, and I'm getting absolutely that creamy, that creme brulee right through the whole middle. And yet, again, the little tiny peat wave crashing.
It's like this big.
Right, it's right at the shore. Right, your sandcastle is going to hold that wave back.
Yep.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. That is a nice pour.
That's good.
That is a nice pour.
I'm excited about this. So this is my first Highland Park.
Ever.
I've never had one before.
Yeah, that is nice. Yeah, I'm glad we got a nice pour of that.
Well, I'll be going for a second if you.
And I'm not taking anything away from this whiskey with my next comment. It's not very oily. It's not very thick. It's not very viscous. It's not thin.
It's not thin. It's
Right.
it's it's like half and half.
Right, but
Right.
it's not like, oh, that's really oily. That's very viscous. It's very thick. It's very chewy. It's not that.
It's
Right.
whole milk. It's not 2%.
Whole milk, not 2%. Well, it's not 1%.
Definitely not 1%.
Right. It's not zero fat, right?
Right. Skim milk.
Right. I don't know if I'd go all the way to whole, as I feel like that might be a little more of an oily whiskey. Maybe we're at 50%. Maybe half and half.
Maybe half and half.
Yeah, it's not an oily whiskey. I feel like an oily whiskey would give us a little more of individual legs. We're getting a lot more sheeting. Gosh darn, I really do like this. I'm not sure. Oh, my screen is still up. I'm just going to see if they're saying anything about limited release or if this is part of their deal now.
And all the time kind of staple.
Right. It seems like it's just in their release thing, but no regrets on picking this bottle up. We don't do this a lot, but less than 100 American dollars for that bottle.
Massachusetts? Never got that, or was it Rhode Island?
It was on the Black Friday whiskey run. Rhode Island.
Okay.
Yep.
A lot of bottles came out of Rhode Island, so
Yeah. That was a good run. Dug into the wallet for that one. 44%. This one's hitting a lot of the marks, right? Checking a lot of the boxes. We'll find out exactly how many of those checks when we give you our final evaluation. But this is a nice glass of whiskey.
This is definitely a nice glass of whiskey.
I feel like we ought to drag it out so the crew has to wait longer to have the taste.
Mellows are watering out there, so.
But I think they're ready for us to sort of be at their mercy with whatever's on their whiteboard. And let's see what they have prepared for us today. But with the Highland Park, the Viking Heart, the 15-year-old, the ceramic decanter, the 44% ABV on purpose, as noted in our notes with the scan here code, he really did a good job. So let's see, everybody. Tonight, we'll leave you with those last two words remind me of a paintball game in North
South?
Carolina.
Yeah. They fall.
You fell out of
Are you
the
okay?
Jeep? Are you okay? Which to them means pass out, but up north, when you fall out of something, it's like you fell out.
Still falling out of a Jeep. Either way.
Yeah.
Still
right.
an issue.
A little risky. May the roof above these friends never fall in, and may the friends beneath this roof never fall out. I'm absolutely having some more of this.
I figure when the cruise went around too, I'd get my
Just-
cruise serving too.
Right. Just then, that pineapple arrived. Did you pick up any of the pineapple in there at all? I'm so excited about that.
I have none of the fruit.
Right.
None of the fruit.
Right. You got it on the nose.
Like like
Yeah.
the star fruit, like that much.
Yeah.
Only then.
Yeah.
But drinking it, like I said, it's this like creme brulee, creamy all the way.
Yep.
There's no fruitiness or that
Right.
that kind of sweetness is gone.
Right.
You now have this like savory sweet thing coming in. Very good.
Yeah. I went from that pineapple to that creme brulee to that cinnamon.
I get that spiciness from the
And
cinnamon.
with those small waves
Yep.
of that peat smoke just arriving now and then, not knocking nothing down.
I get a little tiny bit of it at the end.
Yeah.
And it's just like, hi, here I am, kind of smoky. How's it going? Remember me? I'm like, oh yeah, smokiness.
Good stuff.
Yeah, it's really good.